Alright guys, we're on the last page of this measurement test. Number 12 also should look very familiar. You've seen questions like this. You may have seen this exact question. It says to find the total area of the figure, and it tells me to use 3.14. Well, I have no idea what kind of shape this is. It's not a trapezoid because these guys are parallel, but this doesn't really have it doesn't make a triangle. It has this weird semicircle, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a line and break it into two pieces that I do know. I now know that I have, maybe I don't know the formula for a whole circle, for a half circle, but I can do a whole circle and cut it in half. So now I have shape A, which is a rectangle. I know how to do that. Shape B, which is a semicircle. So I'm going to find a circle, and then I'm going to cut it in half. So you always want to look to see what can you do to make it to shapes that you know first. So let's look at A, because A is super easy. It's a rectangle. Now my question said I'm finding the total. Total means add. And then area. So first I'm going to find the area of both parts. I'm going to add them together. And I'm always going to write my formula and show my work so that if I make a small mistake, I can easily see what I did. So this is a rectangle, so A equals LW. My length, this rectangle is 4 by 6. So the area of this first shape is 24 meters squared, which is an answer choice. Don't check your answer choices, but I do want to show you that when we make these tests, we're making tests with answer choices to trick you because we want to make sure that you're used to not falling for the trick, okay? Don't look over here until you're completely done. All right, part B is a semicircle. Well, I don't know how to find the area of a semicircle, but I could pretend that I had a whole circle, and then I could just cut it in half. So we're doing area. So my formula for B, which is the half circle, is going to be A equals pi r squared. And remember, if you forget your formula, do not guess. Okay, you have plenty of time to go back. You have a formula chart. You have things to use. Okay, don't just guess because some people put 2 pi r, and that's the formula for circumference. So after I write my formula, I need to plug in what I know. Well, the question tells me I have to use 3.14 for pi. So 3.14. Now the r means radius. Well, I know that if this is 4, this part here is also 4. Okay? So 4 goes all the way across the circle, and that would make 4 the diameter. But there's no diameter in my formula. There's radius. And remember that diameter is the whole thing, and radius just goes up to half. So if you know the whole thing, to find the radius, you just divide by 2. So if the whole thing is 4, the radius is 2. And it's 2 squared. And this little 2 means that I have 2 2's. So now if I multiply 3.14 times 2 times 2, so then you multiply 3.14 times 4, and you get 12.56. Now this is for the whole circle, okay? And if I was like, oh, I think I'm done, let me check. There's 12.56. Don't fall for it. For 1, we're not done. We didn't find the total. And for 2, 12.56 is for the whole circle. But I just care about half. So to find half, I have to divide by 2. And when I divide by 2, I get 6.28. So part B is 6.28. Part A is 24. So 24, 6.28. The total means to add. So my total area of the shape is 30.28 meters squared. And if I'm going to use correct math, that will be 30 and 28 hundredths meters squared.